Hello, it is nearly 11 o'clock, and welcome to this weather update. I know I'm a little late because I wanted to watch this storm, and of course, I have no view out my window except of a brick wall, so it was some pretty impressive lightning this evening and cloud formations. I have videos for you on that. So this is what the current radar is right now. These storms are moving away. National Weather Service radar is completely down. The radar, this is what happens when I go to the radar site. The radar site is complete garbage, and I'm calling on the president, Joe Biden, to do something about this. All right, now it's working again, but it's just their website is the radar is complete garbage. So let's see if we can get this thing to even go into motion here. You can see where the heavy showers. We had a really good gusty downpour, lightning. It was a pretty good, pretty strong thunderstorm, I would say, that hit our area. Of course, yeah, you can see the radar not working. All right, there it is, slowly. You know what? Screw this. Let's go to Vent to Sky because that radar is just useless right now. So here's the storm here, and let's roll this back a little bit toward 7:30. All right, there has to be echoes on here. All right, here we go. So here, 8:10, I guess we started seeing storms pop up. I think this is a little off. And then by 8:40, we had a really big storm pop up over here north of Glen Cove. That stayed out over the water. But then we had another storm that developed over southern Westchester that went over Port Washington and the North Shore. And that had just missed us. But you can see the lightning from it. And then we got nailed by this one here that came in right over the city and went right over the center of Nassau County here. And again, there's the best radar I can get as it was approaching Mineola. And I was so fixated on the storm to the north that I wasn't realizing this storm here. And I was watching the lightning from it, and then I realized, oh, it's starting to rain. And then I realized, oh, there's a whole nother line of storms that's coming from the west. And I got caught in it, and I got a video of it. Really not a very good video, but hey, this is what it is here in Mineola. I got the best video I could. Otherwise, I guess I could have stayed at Long Beach, where I'm sure the view would have been absolutely awesome. Yes, I was in Long Beach earlier. All right, so let's go take a look and see what we have. Weather and hazards map right now. Temperatures are in the mid-70s. We're just going to look at the high temperatures today. I know it's late, and we're just going to go to the max temperatures. I'm not going to go over too much here. It looks like we got well into the 90s again. Air quality alert is in effect here. There's a lot to talk about in this weather update. 100 at LaGuardia. It hit 100 at LaGuardia. Wow, and I think that's a record. 95 at Carl Place again. Similar temperatures to yesterday. Cooler on the South Shore, of course. Much better on the South Shore. Farmingdale got to 91. Islip got to 90. 88 at Shirley, 85 at West Hampton. But you can see temperatures very hot. Let's see what the city was. Let's see some more New York City. I was on 97. 97 at Central Park was your high. 91 at JFK. And then Newark also got to 102 again as well, which is another, I think they tied the all-time record for June. And here you go, 100 in Toms River, 100 degrees, 98 at Lakehurst. So there you go, hundreds. Basically everywhere in New Jersey was around 100 degrees. And of course you throw in the humidity, and it was just pretty oppressive. You throw in those dew points. We'll go to the Wonder Map now. We'll look at this and show you what has gone. So let's go to Carl Place first. I mean, I know this weather update is going to be up late. I understand that because I had to watch that thunderstorm. I had a thunderstorm in a while. It looks like we got a quarter. Well, how much rain did we get? A quarter of an inch from that thunderstorm. 95. All right, so you can see we're in the 90s all day long, coupled with dew points in the mid-70s. Downright oppressive. And then there was a spike in temperature right around, I guess, right ahead of that, an outflow boundary, and then the temperature dropped with that rain and that storm that came in. We had some pretty gusty winds with that, too. Let's go take a look at what it was like on the South Shore, and you'll see, of course, it was a lot better for them. Let's look at Seaford. 73.8 at Seaford. Look at that. Didn't even hit 90. 89.4. They were in the upper 80s all day. Very humid, but at least it didn't get to 90. Again, much better on the South Shore. If you're right at the beach, you're just peachy keen. Let's look at Jones Beach here. Life is just peachy keen for them down there. And the Rockville Center was hopping tonight. Man, I'll tell you, it's paradise here. Here's the freaking desert. Here's something very interesting. So here is Jones Beach, and look at what happened. So they were in the mid 70s, and then when the wind swung around with the outflow boundary, look what happened. Temperature shot up to 80 degrees because the sea breeze got pushed back. That is pretty impressive right there. All right, but other than that, they were cool all day long, living it up. Of course, similar conditions in Long Beach, of course. Paradise, just paradise. Let's go take a look at North Patchogue. 77 in North Patchogue. Let's see what they got up to today. Probably didn't hit 90. He didn't hit 90. Came close, 89.2, but still, you're better off than I am. Humid, but hey, a lot better off than I am. That's for sure. And he hasn't gotten any rain yet, by the way. All right. We will have to actually look at rainfall. I'll use this to look at the rainfall instead of weather and hazards, because that thing is so slow, it's ridiculous. Now, I'm sure if we go up to Ridge, it was just as hot as it was yesterday. I'm sure of that. Let's see which one is not this one. It's this one. I'm sure it's just as hot as it was yesterday. So if you were in the Long Island Pine Barrens and Ridge, you probably would be dying if this would load. That would be absolutely awesome. So got up to 95. Yep, pretty hot in Ridge, not surprisingly. All right, now let's go somewhere a whole lot worse than Ridge. Let's go to New Jersey. It was even worse there. Let's go to that desert west of Toms River where I'm sure it hit 100 degrees. It's still 83 right now. They haven't gotten any of the rain yet, so let's see what they got up to today. 99.6, just as much. Pretty much 100 degrees in Toms River today. Absolutely brutal. Dew points in the mid-70s. Felt like you're over 110. Just oppressive conditions. Oppressive conditions out there. So let's go to the... actually, I didn't want to exit that yet. Let me go back. I want to look at precipitation. See how much rain we got here from those storms. All right, North Shore got a good amount of rain, actually, close to an inch in Port Washington. Here in Mineola, let's see, 0.38, 0.32, 0.48. So it came down pretty fast and furious, though. You'll see in that video. The storms kind of fell apart as they moved east, though. But we got a good storm out of it. North Shore, close to an inch, 3/4 of an inch, close to an inch of rain. City looks like they got about an inch of rain as well with that. So... yeah, at least we got some rain out of it. We needed it. Unfortunately, Jersey, so far, no rain. But we do have more rain on the way. So, let's go to the Twitter right now. Here are the severe thunderstorm warnings that were issued for those storms that were mainly over Long Island Sound. You know what? We're just going to go to this because it's just going to take forever. Scroll through all these severe thunderstorm warnings. The North Shore got a pretty good thunderstorm out of it. But there was some records. So Newark has bumped up to 103. Hottest June day ever recorded in history for the city. That is proof of climate change right there for you. All right. Preliminary high temperatures. Central Park, 98. Hottest temp since 2013. JFK was 91. LaGuardia set a record at 100. Islip was 89. Newark was 102. Ties all-time June record. Actually, it bumped up to 103. According to the information, and Bridgeport, another record of 96, again, for today. So, again, that is, and there were severe thunderstorm watches to the north of the city as well. So, extremely hot conditions across the area today, and again, Islip just misses out because it just shows you how the sea breeze helps Long Island, but where I'm living, it doesn't really offer much help, and that is a serious problem for me, my survival. Don't laugh, don't just... You know, it is getting to be very, very hard to survive here. It's too hot in Mineola for me to survive here. It really is. I need to be South Shore. All right, that's it. I don't, that's all there is to it. It's just getting too hot for me. South Shore or further east or something, because it's just too damn hot here. Let's talk about power outages. The storm did cause some power outages. 212 customers without power in Manhasset. Some outages, mostly on the North Shore. That's where the storms are more severe. Not too many outages in my area, but mainly toward the North Shore. Let's go to poweroutage.us and we'll briefly go over these power outages here. New Jersey has some outages. Looks like Monmouth has some outages. Yeah, JCP&L probably having some issues. Let's go to New York. See where the most upstate still has the most outages. Not too many outages in the boroughs, which is fortunate. I mean, there are a few hundred in some of the boroughs, but fortunately not too much. Because Con Ed was saying that they're worried about energy usage and they're urging people to conserve. This is a big problem because Cuomo shut down Indian Point. So, yeah, that it puts us at risk of another blackout, a repeat of 77, that may be contained to the city, hopefully, or it could be more widespread than that. Either way, we don't want to see that, but it could happen because Cuomo shut down Indian Point. Where is the energy going to come from, Mr. Cuomo? You know, the guy is the worst governor ever, all right? You know, he's destroyed everything in this state. You know, just except for a certain demographic, of course. They're doing better than ever. So let's go look at... all right, we have some tropical activity we've got to watch out for. Potential tropical cyclone 5. I'm talking about this tomorrow. I got enough to talk about today. All right. Lightning. These are lightning strikes. Not too many lightning strikes, but I'll tell you, it was a pretty impressive storm. There it is again. Railroad had some storm-related problems, too, it looks like. Local PSEG Long Island and Glen Cove are out. So there is a power outage in Glen Cove, apparently, 1 hour ago. Probably from the storm. So we can do that, of course. 5 extra early afternoon trains. Oh, look, 3 extras on the Babylon branch. They get the most. 1 extra on Conkerman, an extra train. All right, I don't talk about this anymore. Why am I? I was looking for storm-related information there. All right, I don't talk about it anymore. You know the deal already. You got to go to the South Shore. That's it. Yeah, here's the power outage in Glen Cove, I guess, that's affecting this area. It's saying only 57, so I guess it was initially larger. Okay, so this horrible air mass is moving away. This high is moving away. This front is coming through, but it's going to get stalled out and hung up over us, and wave of low pressure is going to ride along, which means it's going to be unsettled tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday as well. We could be dealing with a lot of rain and storminess, and then it finally starts moving out of here on Sunday, and then maybe we get better weather by next weekend. Look at that right there. But like I said, I'm not talking about that right now. Let's go to the HRRR. Oops, I hit the wrong button. All right, so let me get this HRRR set up here, and we'll look at this. So as we head into tomorrow here, you can see there's the thunderstorms that kind of didn't really do such a good job. Actually, the NAM, I think, actually handled this a little better. We'll look at the NAM 3 in a little bit, but here you go. We've got a break overnight from the storms, and then tomorrow we do it again in the afternoon. Early afternoon, we got some heavy showers and thunderstorms. This could be a pretty good line, actually, that moves through in the early afternoon hours. We'll have to keep an eye on this. Could be severe. We'll have to see. I have to go to the Storms Forecast Center and see if they're calling for any severe weather. But then after that, we got the chance of showers, and then more rain, maybe more of a steady rain overnight. And then we get into Friday, and then you can see we got this low over us. So you can see it could spark an isolated shower. It looks like the rain on Friday would be a little more isolated in nature, at least according to the HRRR. Let's go to the NAM. Let's look at the NAM, shall we? All right, so this is the NAM. This is what the NAM did. And you see, the NAM was actually a little off on this. Okay. This is the 18Z run had that line. See, it had that line. See, the 18Z had that line, but the 0Z did not. Well, anyway, let's look at the NAM, and you see that break, and then we get into more of this thunderstorm activity tomorrow, isolated, possible, severe, and a rainy night overnight into Friday. And then Friday itself, actually, aside from a few scattered showers, all right, there could be some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but generally, most of the time it won't be raining. At least as we head into the next 2 days, it won't be raining. Let me go back to the HRRR 0Z, and let's look at our temperatures, because we're done with the heat. That's the good news. We're done with it for now, thank God, because today I just felt like horrible. Well, until I got to the South Shore. Then I felt great. But you see, still a little heat tomorrow. We're still going to be in the mid-80s, but not 90s. But you could still be 90s in Jersey, perhaps, especially Toms River. Then you can see the cooler air comes in later on. Temperatures drop into the 70s. And then for Friday, a lot cooler. Highs only in the upper 70s to around 80. And you can see some more of this cool air. Oh, man, wouldn't I love to be over New England? Look at that, only 50s and 60s. Oh, man, that would be wonderful. We're not going to get into that, unfortunately. Let's go to the dew points. So it still stays humid tomorrow. You see that. Light winds. And you can see the wind sort of trying to go to the north, to a more northerly component. But they really stay light from the west. And then we start seeing these dew points drop later as we get toward the weekend. Again, this is the HRRR. You can see you're still dealing with these dew points. Let's go to the GFS now. So here's the GFS. And you can see the dew points, and we get that easterly flow on Saturday, and that drops our dew points down, northeasterly flow, northerly flow, dew points only in the 50s. Then you can see what happens as we get toward next week, though. The dew points start to come up, and we start seeing the return of the humidity. Here's Thursday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, and then another stalled front. And then what's that? I'm not even going to go there. Let's go look at the temperature forecast on the GFS as we head into Saturday. So, keeps us cool, which leads me to believe we're going to see some rain and clouds with such low, high temperatures on Saturday there. Maybe only in the 50s and 60s. Maybe we get into that on the quarter of the GFS. Sunday, we start climbing up into the low 70s. And then as we get toward Monday, we start seeing close to 90 in Jersey, 80s on Long Island. And then look what happens Tuesday. Yep, we're right back in the hellhole again with the heat as we head into July. And yeah, I know Sunday is July 4th. Might not be the nicest day. We'll have to see what happens. But back out to the heat on Tuesday, again, mid-90s. Meanwhile, News 12. Let's go to News 12 because, they're News 12. News 12. Let's look at their forecast, all right? Because it's obvious that they're not even looking at the GFS. Oh, look at this. It's all about the South Shore again. I give up. This is why I need to move to the South Shore. I freaking give up. I can't. This is a matter of survival for me. It's too hot here. So look at the weather forecast. All right, let's go to their weather forecast. 10-day forecast. Actually, they are showing 90s. That's interesting because Samantha Orgieri's forecast didn't show 90s when I was watching tonight. Isn't that interesting? So she always forecasts for the South Shore. That's the problem. She doesn't even look at the GFS. So see, we're dealing with this crap again next week again with 90s again. And here we are Wednesday, still dealing with some 90s. All right? And then we finally beat back the heat on Thursday and Friday again. All right? Only for it to start returning again, perhaps. So, yeah, look, I can't even deal with next week. Let's deal with the next couple of days because it will be kind of wet. If we look at the GFS here, and we look at all that rain. That's going to be heavy rain, too. This is Saturday. Some really heavy rain on Saturday. So, yeah, it looks kind of crummy, but it looks like Sunday at least less rain, and then by Monday maybe. One day is also an extension of the holiday. Maybe then we can get out of the rain, but the sun, I don't know when we're going to see that again. Not until it gets hot again. Here's tomorrow. Mostly cloudy Friday, mostly cloudy Saturday. Sunday, plenty of clouds. And then maybe by Monday we can see a little less clouds. But then just plenty of clouds around. Here's Tuesday. You're back into that hazy sun again. So, yeah, that nice weather is a distant memory, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's got me a little grouchy, too. Plus the fact they woke me up with 8:30 in the morning. So, let's go look at the RGEM. No, I'm not even going to look at these sky miles. I know it's going to be cloudy. Sorry if I seem a little wound up and cranky. It's just, when you come from the South Shore and you realize what a crap hole the middle of the island is, between the weather, between the, everything, it just, Anyway, let's go look at the HRRR here model. And the reason why I'm using this is it's not so much for temperature. This is today. We're still in today. I got to go to tomorrow. Not so much this is tomorrow. We're still going to get well into the 80s, actually, according to this. So it could still be a little hot. Well into the 80s. More of a westerly flow again. Again, maybe you have to see. But then you see what happens here. Here comes that front. And you can see the kind of shifting in the wind here. Where that goes on with that front. And that front could be the focal point for thunderstorms. So let's go look at the Cape levels as we go into tomorrow here and see. Still fairly low. Wow, fairly low. I'm surprised. Maybe they're higher in the morning. No. So they're mainly higher overnight. Not really. But this was a little misleading because look what happened. We weren't impressed with the Cape levels today, and then we still got some good thunderstorms. So let's go look at the lifted index. That might be a little more impressive, and it is. So could be some strong storms out there tomorrow. All right. Moving this back to Cape. Let me go back. Let me move this over to Friday here. Friday, less Cape activity. Still some, though. But that little bit of energy on Saturday is kind of impressive. That looked like some really heavy rain. This is using the GFS, by the way, when I go this far out. By the way, we're going to be stuck in the clouds. Here, Saturday, 2 o'clock. Friday, 2 o'clock. Thursday, 2 o'clock. So, I don't know. Maybe on the 4th we'll see some breaks, maybe. But other than that, yeah, the weather is going to still suck, but at least it won't be hot. We'll get a break from the heat, but it won't be the kind of nice weather to get outside and enjoy, unfortunately. So I think... we almost done with this weather update. Let me go to one more thing here because we got to talk about wildfires too. Yeah, that's going on too. Oh, and it is the last day of June too. Let me remind you. We'll work on the June normals tomorrow. We have wildfires going on here in Canada that have popped up. Unfortunately, there's some actually in the Pacific Northwest. Oh yeah, some big ones over here. Look at this one here. Just because it's been so dry and so hot, the heat is continuing over here. And we roll this back, you'll be able to see how these fires just flared up. Look at this. This is yesterday. And look at this. So here you go. Look at how this just flared up over one day. All right. So this was yesterday. We had a few small fires going here. All right. I moved this. This is the day before. And look at how it's just, boom, flared up like that. Yeah, this is going to be bad, and the smoke, get ready for more haze in the skies with the smoke from the fires, because we're going to be dealing with that again, too. And then there's some more fires, actually, in this area of Canada, I believe, too. Western Ontario as well. Yesterday, I believe. I'm sort of trying to find where they were. There's some that popped up. Let's see if we can get the right layers to see. Yeah, this one right here also popped up. So see, that one just boom. Yeah, so it's dry. You're having dry lightning. You're having all kinds of things. This is today. So this fire is pretty bad. This is in the Western Ontario province, I believe. So again, even when we do get a front through and get this air from Canada, it's gonna be full of smoke. So yeah, the rest of the summer is kind of screwed. That's why I'm so glad we had that nice weather when we did. Because now we are going to suffer. And speaking of suffering, I will go to the Vent to Sky. Actually, I'll go to, let's go to earthandoldskool.net here. I'll use this one. Speaking of suffering, let's go look at the temperatures here. I've been going a long time with this weather update because look at these temperatures again. All right, very hot. Look at these temperatures. Oh, my God, 95 degrees. You got to be kidding me. 95 degrees this far north? Are you freaking kidding me? 89. So I don't like this site because it doesn't really, when you puts that box in there, it puts it on the side, and I have to pull this out like this for you to see it, but look at that, 91. This is well into the Northwest Territories. This is insane kind of heat, and this is going to cause so many more wildfires. The climate has just gone completely mad. It really has, and it's very scary. It really is very scary. Yet, if you go to the South Shore, everybody's having a great time because they got the breeze. They're not feeling the heat. And I need to be there because this anxiety over the climate, the crime, the quality of life is killing me. and I'm worried I'm going to have a stroke or a heart attack one day if this kind of stuff keeps up. All right, stress is very bad for me. But yeah, look at this heat. I mean, this kind of heat is really, really bad. Sorry I'm not making much sense. I didn't sleep well. Look at this heat, man. This is insane heat over here. 96. It's insane. We'll use windy.com too if you don't want to use Earth and old school. Oh, and the water temperatures are way above normal too. Let's go to that. Look at these ocean SSTAs. Look at all this above normal water that we got to deal with too. Oh yeah. Look at that too. Look at how look at the anomalies here. We've got 6.5 degrees above normal here. Water temperature's almost near 70 already offshore. It's too early for that. Hurricane season hasn't even gotten started yet. That's the thing. There's nowhere you can really run, nowhere you can hide from this climate emergency. Nowhere you can run. Let's say I should have pulled off I should have had the. Whoa! Look at this satellite. Look at the outflow boundary on this. So I wanted to show you the satellite imagery too. Okay, let's do that. So look at that. Look at the outflow boundary. There's the outflow boundary right there. There it is. Whew. That is really cool. Look at that. That is neat. So many cool things to show you in this weather update. So many disturbing things. So many interesting things. So many. I just wanted to go to windy.com and we're going to look at those temperatures again in Canada because this gives us the actual temperature readings when I pull this up. So yeah, we got 80s and 90s well up, and Yellowknife is 80 degrees. It's never supposed to be that hot up there. So very disturbing stuff going on. But hey, Wall Street continues to live it up. Stock market's doing better than ever. We're just going to pretend that everything is peachy keen in our enclaves until the hurricane comes. I'm starting to sound a little bit like Collapse Chronicles. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good night. Let me try and get some sleep before they wake me up again. Have a good night.